Shauna. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys about a online software or online website that actually called Notary Gadget. Notary Gadget, a link will be down below for you if you guys want to check it out and sign up. So Notary Gadget is basically a website. It's a platform. You ever heard of QuickBooks where you like create invoices, keep track of payments and all that stuff? That's basically what Notary Gadget is for notaries and notary signing agents or loan signing agents. It's where you create an account, you can send invoices, track payments, track notary act, you can manage your calendar, you can track your mileage for like tax purposes. It actually keeps track of that too for like end of the year taxes, how much you've spent on supplies, anything related to your notary business versus how much you've made. It keeps track of all of that stuff. There's other websites like Notary Assist or Assist Notary, something like that. But the reason why I would pick Notary Gadget over the Notary Assist is because Notary Assist, when you sign up, it's free to sign up, but then you have like 15 to 30 days before then you have to pay. Well, it's different for Notary Gadget. You can sign up and it's free for your first 15 signings. What that means is that if it takes you 1, 2, 3 years to get 15 signings, guess what? You still don't have to pay for those 1, 2, 3 years until you finish getting 15 signings. Not that it should take you that long. What I'm saying is that you're like, oh, I want to try it out. You get 1 or 2 signings, you input them in Notary Gadget, you still got like 13 more signings before they ever charge you. Basically, you might not, you'd be like, oh, Notary Gadget is cool, but I'll come back to it again some other time. Then you decide to come back to it and you input another 7 signings, but guess what? They're still not going to charge you because you had a total of 15. You've only used 9, so you still got like, I don't know what, 5 more signings before they ever charge you. So that's how Notary Gadget works. Here's the thing with Notary Gadget, I use it, but then I don't use it. You know, it's one of those, if you ever thought about like those Weight Watcher apps, like you download the app and you're like, oh yeah, I'm ready to lose weight, and you like download the app and you input what you eat every day and you input your calories and how much you exercise, and then a week later you're like, I don't feel like inputting all of that. I don't feel like doing it. That's what Notary Gadget is like. Notary Gadget is like, initially like, oh cool, it keeps track of all this information. Yeah, I forgot I had like 2 loan signings. I need to go in there and input it. I'll do it later. And then it's like, I'm not even bothering with it anymore. That's what it's kind of like. You're like, it like gets to a point where you like just eventually sometimes you're just input, you write down your loan signings on a piece of paper, like, okay, I got 1 at 2 o'clock, 2 at 1 at 3 o'clock. You don't go into the computer. It's one of those. It's like after a while you might continue to use it, you might not. It's one of those type. But if you're gonna use it after completing your 15 signings, make sure you use it, because after 15 signings it is charge you, it's like $9-10 a month. It's not high, so you're not like paying like $30, $40, $50 a month. No, it's like $9-10 a month to continue with or to subscribe to the service. So if you're gonna use it, make sure you use it. But it's one of those websites like initially, yeah, it's cool, and then eventually you're like, don't you? Well, maybe not you. It's one. I'm that way. It's just to the point where I'm like, I have it, but I don't really use it that much. I'm dragging this out. Let me show you how to get into it. So first things first is that when you first go to the website, it will look like this. You're gonna press sign up. Now, bam, you're gonna get this information. Sign up. Put your email, your password, create a username, fill this out, and then the screen you're gonna get next. Once you click create a new account, you'll get this screen next. This is basically saying we sent you an email to verify you are a real person, you are a real email. Go like finish logging in. You go to your email, you press the link, and then it'll bring you to bada boom, bada bang. Something like this. I created a brand new random account just for this video. This is basically what Notary Gadget is. You input your information, such as you have upcoming signings. You put in, oh, I have a signing on the 13th for 5 o'clock. It's a cool website. It's nice, very organized. It's very easy to understand. It's just sometimes you get lazy and you don't input everything. It's one of those. At the height of, if you're new to this, at the height of this, you'll love this. You'll be like, oh, cool, 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 cool. But once you start getting into the game, after a while, you'll start being like, yeah, Notary Gadget is cool. Just like, I ain't got time for that. It's one of those. It's for me. For me, it's that way. It's not gonna be like that for you. So Notary Game, again, my camera cut out on me. But what I was saying is that you'll see the basic information up here. You'll see the number of signings, how much you made from the signings, profit, because the reason why they say profit, because you can input information like things you have to spend on, travel costs, new ink, equipment, things of that nature. So it'll show you profit versus, you know, like my Notary Gadget, my personal, well, my business one will be all over the place. Some months you won't even see me like any signings, simply because I didn't bother inputting it. I'm one of those, like, one minute I feel like, oh yeah, let me like make sure I start keeping track, and another minute I'm like, so I'm gonna continue. I don't want to watch a video. There's a video basically will show you, break down how the whole process works. I don't want to, but you get up here, signings, you can input like a, here's the thing, okay, unless you're actually ready to, like, if you have a new profile, unless you're actually ready to input your signings, don't like start like, I mean, yeah, you can play around with it, but don't actually go in here and start inputting signings, because by inputting a new signing, that's considered using up one of your, you get to, let me go, where is that page? Oh, let me go back to that page. Okay, pricing. Like I told you guys, it's $10 per month or $100 for the entire year, which saves you like $20 by doing it for the entire year. See up here, 15 signings for 100% free. Your first 15 signings, you don't have to pay until you reach your first 15 signings. By inputting a new signing, that's you deducting one of your signings, one of your 15 away. So say if you logged in, you created an account, don't start inputting signings just to test it out and see how it looks, because they will see that as you are completing a signing. The calendar, like I showed you how a calendar is, you like input like, again, if you press new signing, it will take away one of your free signings. Expenses is where you go input like how much you made, how much the signing was, yada yada, blah blah blah. I really don't feel like going into detail, so I'm being real lazy about this video, and you probably won't even find this useful. If you want to create a W-9, you can go in and generate you a W-9 for it. What it'll do is take all the information you inputted for your expenses, how much you made, da da da, blah blah, and actually and how much you put on your mileage, how much sales you made, all that stuff. And it will generate a I keep saying W-9, a 1099. Ooh, forget W-9s. Nobody want to work for nobody. But generate a 1099. That way, why is it so dark in here? Oh, I guess it doesn't look that dark. But it'll generate that for you. That way, when it's time to come to file tax, when it's time to file taxes, you'll have that information ready. Let me finish this real quick. I'm just being so lazy about this video. There's other videos out there you guys can go watch. I'm just being, I don't know, I'm not in the mood. I just got through doing like I just got to come back from, you know, working and stuff. So I figured, like, let's throw on the camera while I've still got the energy. And as soon as I threw in the camera, I'm like, I don't really feel like it. So sorry, I'm not giving you guys quality content right now. But yeah, just go in there and play around with it. You can actually go in and do settings. If you go to the settings tab, you can make it where you can actually have them send you text messages saying, say you input in the calendar, I have a loan signing at 3 p.m. You can actually go in and have them put reminders to send you a text message that you have a loan signing at 3 p.m. That's how it works. This invoice, I told you guys in another video about creating invoices, you can create invoices. Okay, so Notary Gadget's invoices are very basic and bland, but who cares? That's all you need to send it off, let your signing company agency, let them know that they owe you money. You can also do your own custom one or use the one I created. I will have the one I created where you can go in and like mess around, play with it down below. I suggest you find a YouTube video about Notary Gadget that's actually helpful, because this one is not. And then also go in and like play around with it. Don't input any signings unless you're actually like ready to like do a signing. Then again, you might not care about wasting one of your signings and go in and just input, play around with it, play with the numbers. That's another thing about these loan signing things. I ain't gonna say, well, here's the thing, I'll say this, hush hush, you ain't hear from me. This ain't shade to nobody or anything like that. But here's the thing about this, if you see people's Notary Gadget thingamathings websites, I don't know if I should say this, it sounds kind of shadier. I'm not directing this towards anybody, but don't always believe when people show you they Notary Gadget. Don't always believe, because you be like, dang, they got show that they made $8,000 in that month, or dang, they making real money. Here's the thing, don't be fooled about everybody's when they like free to show you they Notary Gadget profit page. First off, because it needs to match up. They're not inputting their losses. When I say losses, the things their expenses, things that they paid for, ink, printer, maintenance, or like equipment and paper and all that stuff. They're not inputting that, so it's not showing on the screen, or they're simply trying to fool you to make you believe that they make a lot more money, because Notary Gadget, literally you can input whatever amounts you want to put in there. You can literally go in and put, say you made like $500 for one signing on there, and it'll show your profit as $500. Basically, I'm saying whatever you see on the screen that they can manipulate this. It's not like the company send information to Notary Gadget and Notary Gadget inputs it. You input all your information yourself. So when you see people's Notary Gadget and it shows that they made $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 that month, not to saying they couldn't have done it, but what I'm saying is like they input their own numbers. So don't always believe what you see on Notary Gadget. The reason why I didn't even bother showing mine is because mine is all over the place, because sometimes I decide to enter that month, sometimes I don't enter for the next 2-3 months, sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, let's get back and make sure, then I'm like, oh, forget about it, I don't care about it. So yeah, Notary Gadget is a great tool. It really is. You just gotta be like really into using it. This was a trash video. I'm gonna leave now. I don't know what I'm feeling some kind of way today, so I'm outie.